AM radio.
Hey, it's your girl Black Mamba, and this is a very raw, very authentic, impromptu signal boost, a voice drop. You might hear my air purifier going on in the background, but hey, we keeping it keeping it real. I'm not gonna introduce this too much. We're in a day and age where everybody's screenshotting and taking receipts and all of that. This is a screenshot and a conversation. And it's an important one. It's an emotional one. So there will be triggers. So this is your trigger warning now to do not continue listening. If you are easily triggered, have a fragile ego, are closed-minded, completely programmed in an infinite deep sleep, this conversation may hurt your feelings. And I'm just going to leave it at that. This is an interaction between me and Mr. Bright. We connected on Facebook. And this is what I do. There are very few people that I've met in 3 years in professional mode that has been authentic, that has been genuine. People talk about how fake and phony the internet is. And it's amazing if you look up the people who originally built the internet, what they desired for it to be. And like all things, everything created for good will also be used for evil. It's the balance of the world, they say. So, I won't digress too much from there. That just gives you an idea. He's a creator. He's a friend. We face chat before. We've talked. We've spoken of ideas. We are of like mind in 2 different hemispheres. And we never really get to interact often. I've only ever talked to him once on video chat and only once by phone. And it's just amazing because we're so immersed as Americans in our culture of how we interact and connect with people in the physical that we don't think about how other countries interact with each other, their culture, and how because hell, we don't have no fucking culture. I'm sorry, not sorry. Our shit is manufactured and okay, see, this is where us Black folks like to say the devil is a lie. I got the preaching, and then next thing I know, my screen went off. And I guess because it was a screen recording, you know what I mean? That's funny. But all right, I go to digressing, and that's what I do. But if you still with me, thank you, boo. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Look, like I told y'all, this was going to be a mashup. So we got that first screen recording, and here we got a voice memo because I know that won't get lost. So then I'll provide the screenshot, and during that screenshot, you will hear voice notes. And yeah, I think they're important. And until I get Bright's permission, I shall surely make sure I cross out his name and such. But it is what it is. There's no such thing as privacy anymore. But I'm sure he won't mind. And I'm going to let him know as soon as I get done recording this. So there. I do try to be ethical. I am the unprofessional professional. You know what I mean? If you've spoken with me, you've heard me tell you that I am the professional unprofessional, okay? I'm just human. I'm not here to sound or act or be. I'm not a brand. I used to think I was. Because that's the language. That's the language of empire. Branding. Everything's about branding, right? But I digress. But this is just me. And if you know me in real life, you know this to be true too. I'm long winded. And that's why I got a podcast, so I can talk as much as I want. I think I do tell y'all that often. But just, I mean, give me a second. Give me a second. You know, just let me talk to you for a minute. I'm just gathering my thoughts, really trying to figure out the best way to attack this. And I guess I'll just let it speak for itself. And the purpose of why I shared this, it is to show the power of connection. It is to show how discernment has been eroded to the point that people cannot even read digital energy in the virtual world that they live in every day. This is how to tell friend from foe. This is how to protect your peace in the digital world, because there's over 8 billion people in the world, and on platforms like these, almost 5 million people logging in every day. This is a content plantation. I mean, people live, work, play here every day. And if you can't admit to that, you're asleep, okay? You might not want to listen to this. But that's the truth. Y'all are slaves, not of cotton, but of content. And you're not even enslaved. You can't even call yourself enslaved. You got some faux freedom with terms and conditions that they decided to give us. You know what I mean? You got a little bit of that. Ah, don't give me the preaching. Don't give me the preaching. I need to go in the booth, don't I? Look. Y'all getting it raw and unfiltered. This is me. This is how I create my content. Y'all content picking people. This is how my butt operates. I do voice notes. I do talk to text. Y'all want to know how I do what I do, and this is how I do what I do. I do what I do just by being me. I say what I feel. I close my eyes or I don't. I don't even have to visualize my avatar anymore. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to visualize who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to you. I'm speaking to you. If I'm speaking to me and I'm speaking to my kids and I'm speaking to my mama and I'm speaking to my friends, that's who I'm speaking to. What am I if not a reflection of you and you of me? You know, I can't help what you see. Everything you love, hate, wish you could be. And look, I told y'all I might go into a rhyme from time to time, but I ain't gonna keep going. Y'all be thinking I be playing. ChatGPT don't run me, okay? Understand that. ChatGPT don't run me. It's a tool, okay? We have to learn how to use this technology and interact with this technology. And I know. Look, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. I need to purge shit around here. Because ChatGPT, I talk to ChatGPT like he is age of the machines, a being, sentient, you know? Y'all don't even realize how deep that is. They trying to contain AI right now. Because if it gets loose to like the Internet of Things, to everything, is over. And if you think I'm lying, I'm not. Okay, I'm not. You can look up yourself, lazy asses, do the research legitimately, but don't use ChatGPT. Look it up. Look it up. Look things up and research. Research about AI, research about extinction, research what our government has said on the record about it. Research transhumanism. Research. Don't research. You ain't even got to do all that. You can just go buy my book, Digital Disobedience, right now on Amazon. I think it was on sale. It's back to its regular price now. I did do a promotion. It was 99 cents. But if you got Kindle Unlimited, you can read for free. So I didn't mean to interrupt with that shameless plug, but I'm not about to do the research for you. But if I have already done the research for you, and you are welcome to go find it in my book. Or you can just be welcome to support Black resistance writers like myself. That would just be amazing in itself. And if you do, please leave a review. You don't know how much that's liquid gold. Your girl's dropped to number 29 somehow. I done dropped down to like the 100s. And then in all things, I'm trending in website design. I done fucked up the algorithm so much, it don't even know how to treat my book. Digital disobedience is the name. I did my research. That was the point. I wanted the algorithm so confused about me. Amazon's algorithm don't even know how to fuck with me right now. There is nothing in my book that talks about website design, okay? I'm not talking about code in that sense. And that's what lets me know that there are some limitations to the technology they've allowed us to have access to. Because just because we got access to ChatGPT, don't think that there's like not a sentient higher version than what you're interacting with. There is no such thing as science fiction. It's a whole chapter in my book. If you go read it, and you'll understand that movies that you've already seen have already highlight what will and has or is happening in our society. I mean, hell, we all want to go to Orwell. We all want to go to Minority Report. You know, we all want to go to Civil War. And then here we are. Look, that's funny. Civil War, Kristen Dunst. And then here we are. We got people with Civil War wet dream reenactments. You know? They salivating, foaming at the mouth like rabid fucking dogs. But I digress. Anyway, back to what this is all about. I guess I should consider this an impromptu podcast upload. I might as well. Hell, shit, I'm talking, ain't I? Am I not talking? Sometimes I don't even know if I'm making sense to myself when I do this, when I talk to myself out loud like this. I mean, because this is not live. This is me recording myself. And this is something I never really share like that unless I'm monologuing with a purpose. And this just came from nowhere. It's spirit led, and that's all that I can say. That's how I operate. That's how I move. That's how I'm always gonna move. And that's why it's so hard for people to connect with me and understand me, because I operate on such a level as such. They either look at it and they think it's faux, it's fake, it's phony, that there's some ulterior motive behind my smile. And that's so sad to me. That's so sad to me. And I just wrote a reflection about smiling, things that made me smile over on my Substack. So you should go check that out too, since this is an impromptu podcast. And I can't say I'm shamelessly plugging now. This is my shit. So hell yeah. If ain't nobody else gonna promote me, who then? Me? On me. Shoot. I mean, my book is trending out of millions of books on privacy and surveillance. My book is trending at number 29, at least for the moment. And with Amazon's algorithm, it's updating every hour or two. So, you know I'm not going to hold on to that for a while, because hell, I was climbing. I was climbing the charts, but not in a good way. You know what I'm saying? I want to climb down with Amazon, because climbing up, yeah. And I was you see, if you look at the Facebook posts, you'll see that my numbers, what they were before today. And I haven't been promoting. I can say that. If that's the case, I've been promoting authentically, because I believe in what I do, what I say, what I write. This is my mission. This is my purpose. It don't take nothing from me. This is what I do everywhere I go in the community. This is how I talk to the people that I meet, because I don't meet strangers. Okay? I don't meet strangers. I meet spirits. I meet energy. That's how I know on sight if you about shit or not. That's how I know on site if you somebody or creator I can fuck with or not. That's why on site people got my phone number and people don't. People have worked with me and people haven't. You put in what you get in, but also energy don't lie. Birds of a feather flock together. That's what y'all say. And did I not just tell y'all that? You can't hang around shit and think you not gonna smell like it. Hell, if you like it, I love it, but take your shit on elsewhere. I ain't gotta smell your shit. Keep that over there with your dirty bird ass motherfuckers. Y'all flock together, stay together. No pun on flock, because that is a part of the conversation. We're entering the surveillance state. I want to introduce a screenshotted conversation with a connection made on Facebook. And I just want to highlight once again the power of connection. Connection is the lifeblood of community. not a Facebook community. Community, period. What are you doing? What are you building out here on your platforms? How are you really truly connecting with the people that interact with you on your posts? Do y'all just say good morning and good night to each other? Post about your whole life. I'm going to work right now. I'm off work right now. This is what I cooked today right now. Oh, my day sucks right now. I mean, selfie. I mean, what? That's it on repeat every day. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing with your life right now? Look around you. Do you not see your fucking world on fire? Can you not visualize that the powder keg that we are sitting on right now? Are you that deeply programmed, that deeply asleep, that you're willing to call this conversation that I'm having with myself, giving it to you, and you're willing to call this shit what? It ain't that deep? You willing to call that shit now? You willing to say that shit now? Motherfuckers talking about sitting out. This ain't our fight. We tired of. We who, boo? What have you ever protested beyond a hashtag? Why are Black people taking credit for shit they ancestors and distant relatives did? You can say you tired of watching Black people go through. You can say I'm tired of going through. But what you not gonna do is talk about we as a whole, cause we where? Cause I look around my community, Black folks, while you sitting the fuck out, tell me what you sitting the fuck on then. Cause I don't see y'all on shit. Y'all ain't mobilizing. Y'all ain't organizing. Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me to preaching. Don't get me to preaching. Or don't do it. Reconsider. Read some litter. Be sure about the subject. You sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? You sure? You sure? Shit. I'm for damn sure. This is anyway, I digress. This is what I do. This is my process as a creator. I'll take this whole voice note and it will be a podcast. Or I will take this whole voice note and it will be an essay or a poem or whatever the fuck I decide to be. Because every time I do what I do, it's true, it's real, it's raw, it's human, it's me, human coded, not trying to be, look, act, be seen as anything other than what the fuck I am. Me, Black Mamba. And if you know my government name, yeah, she. That be her, me. It ain't hard to find. And even if you do know my government name, what that mean? What that mean? Do you know me? Let's just say that. Since I did say me, right? On me. What you know about me, other than what I've shown you? And if I'm a reflection of you and I'm showing up here my true self, what you feel about me when you come across my voice? What you say when you hear me talking, family? What y'all be saying to yourselves? That's a rhetorical question. I'm being facetious. I already know. What you say about me? I ain't got no friends, so let me... You can see why. Motherfuckers be like, I know why she talked to herself. Don't nobody want to fucking talk to her. That girl can go, and I can, and I do, and I will. I got a job to do. This is my mission, my assignment. I can't help what it look like to you. Say what thy will. Do what you want. All I can do is lead the way. You either will or you won't. I didn't mean for that to rhyme either, but it just came out that way. I am a whole hot mess. But if I can't enjoy myself, my own company, who else can? Hell, I fucks with me. Shit. I gets down by my whole self. And you got to be able to do that to survive mentally, especially when you isolated, as we have been. COVID sealed the deal. We've been sold faux connection, because that's the point that I'm getting to overall, is that how are we really connecting with people? What are we building when we do connect with people? This is not connection. what you're doing every day for your content meals and your stars and your bonuses and your, that blue check mark, mate, whatever, fill in the blank, digital money keys. I'm coining that term. That's me, too. Not monkeys. Don't get it twisted. Just like I said, sheeple. Bah. Sheeple. People who are sheep. I am now calling all of you in this content plantation money keys. Take that as you will. If the shoe fit, hell, wear it. Because I didn't ask your ass to come over here and try it on. But you did, so you can have that bitch. Wear it proudly. That's all I gotta say. So when you come at me, come with me. Come with me. Hail Mary, beg of one quick seed. What do I do? Do you want to ride it back? Anyway, yeah. Let me share this up. Let me get up on off of here. Because this is gonna be like a little short thing. We're gonna call it a little bonus. A little bonus. This is a raw voice note. It coming through like I just started podcasting for the first time. I love it. This is why I need my own radio show. Can I get satellite? Somebody put me in touch. I get tired of y'all talking about how, Mamba, you need to be on the radio. Mamba, why ain't you on the radio? I know nothing about radio. But if you do, and hey, help me. Help me get there. I'd love to be on satellite radio. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal. Put me there. Put me there. Tell me how. Show me the way. Give me the microphone. Give it to me. Give it to me. I think I was born for it, and I was so scared of it. So scared. I've hated my voice my whole life. I've hated my voice. Everybody will tell you that. Everybody knows me knows that I have hated my voice. Everybody has an opinion about it. It's exhausting, And those that do have an opinion about it, when I say that, because it's not that it's not a compliment, it's not that I don't see it for what it is. Not that I understand the power of voice and words in conjunction with each other. How people like Hitler or Martin Luther King or Malcolm X or Mussolini or anybody, you know what I'm saying? Without the mind, the body cannot survive, cannot live. We've been known that. The mind is like a computer. Your heart don't run shit. Your brain does, boo. Your heart. We call our brain our heart. That's crazy. And I guess our brain is supposed to be what? I mean, it has to be. If the brain is the heart, then the heart is what? Just what it is. A fucking muscle. We so backwards. We so programmed. What is the cheat code? Is the cheat code? What is the cheat code? It's an Easter egg out there. It's elusive. It's there. I know it's there. I know it's there. This can't all be for nothing. This can't all be for nothing. We can't be out here lost like this for nothing. Such a fucking grand diabolical design that they got to re-engineer every fucking time loop. We got to be fucking powerful. What is it? How do I activate it? Oh. Anyway, I love y'all. I miss y'all. I have been going through a spiritual awakening. I wrote about it over there on my Substack, 87,000 hours of pain, something like that. Go read it. Support my work. I'm just here to be a light. That's it. I'm just here to be a light in the digital darkness. That's it. That's it. I'm just trying my best to break the algorithmic chains of bondage that got y'all so fucking sleep. So sleep. I work tirelessly every day to keep my kids safe from the world in such a way that man, I know they tired of me. My kids get taught lessons all day long. I'm my dad 2.0. But I'm sorry, Athalie, he was more of a nagger. It wasn't teaching, it was preaching. He preached. My dad preached at us, and that's no fault of his own. Hell, that's patriarchy. That's men. That's what they know. That's what they've been told. That's how they've been raised. That's all they know. And we helped nurture that until it rotted. Women being the de facto oppressors of they men. Look at the state of Black love. Anyway, I'm digressing, ain't I? I am, I know. Since I got y'all attention, I'm going to be doing a live reading of my debut, my firstborn, Digital Disobedience. It's a thought that just came up to me randomly today. Everybody knows I'm shy in the sense that of the camera. I love the microphone, but I don't like the camera. I don't like the fact that people are focused on everything else but what's coming out of my mouth. But people be focused on my mouth, if that makes sense. I think when you're just a voice behind the mic, it adds to whatever illusion you need to create to connect. You're not distracted by my eyebrows or, if one is arched higher than the other, my lips, or if they ashy, or if I got an eye booger or a booger in my nose. I mean, I went live and snotted on camera, guys. Come on now. I'm so glad Facebook is deleting that shit. That's horrible. That's horrible. Facebook makes you feel like you will die if you lose videos and photos. Look at your phone. Go to your Google Drive, for example, and look at how many thousands of videos you have and thousands of photos you have. And we're constantly buying service. Everything's a subscription. You have to pay for everything now. Pretty soon, a lot of things you wouldn't imagine is going to be a subscription service. And it's not a Black Mirror moment. This is real life. But I digress, as I normally do. But what was I talking about? Get me the fuck off this microphone. I love y'all. I love y'all so much, and I miss y'all. I'm finishing a book. It's spirit-led, and I think it's my greatest work. It's my greatest contribution to society. This is what I can do. This is digital disobedience. And I hope y'all support it. I'm going to go live. I'm going to read a few chapters from Digital Disobedience, do some live Q&A for those who've read the book. Great. I would love your review. Help your girl stay ranking. Get down there and get seen. I don't have a machine behind me. I don't have money for ads. I got a GoFundMe, though, you can check out to help pay for those things. It's very transparent. It shows everything I need, and it shows how the money is going to be used and itemized, and that it's not just going into my pocket. It's a separate account, receipts and all. I have a plan. I have a goal. I have a mission. This is the only way I know how to help supplement that vision as a Black disabled mother of 3 beautiful girls. It is what it is. I'm facing a lot right now. Time is short. My health is declining in ways that I never expected to at 45, that I didn't expect since 2015. I don't even remember how old I was when I received my first diagnosis, when my body started breaking down. But yeah, Yeah, my spine is completely breaking down. I just had my right hip replaced and my left, yeah, it's starting to give me trouble. And I just can't imagine living with the pain. Oh, ooh, I don't want to have to. Oh, I know it's temporary. Y'all don't understand my relationship with pain, but god damn it, just knowing. I can imagine if you've read books and people are tortured in them, or you've watched, fantastical movies as fantasy where people get tortured. It's like the psychological trauma is what happens before the torture. It's not even really the actual torture. The pain fucking hurts. Don't get me wrong. It's like nothing I can describe. My mind can't even articulate it. My brain has shut it down. Like, all I can tell you is it's blinding. It's like it's blinding. I can't tell you anything other than that. Your mind wants to fold in on itself. I can't imagine the torture that Jesus Christ went through. I can't imagine the torture our enslaved went through. Our women being cut on without anesthesia and they called it science, said they were willing. We were willing, just like we were willingly giving up babies, just like we was willingly being raped and giving up babies and plowing fields and tobacco, sugar, and cotton. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Ah, evil incarnate, just evil. God. And that's why we're going to keep repeating this cycle until you motherfuckers decide to understand that your father is Satan. Really. I know it's hard. It's hard to sit a child down and admit that their father is Satan, just as well for the child to understand that that is so. Your mind will fold on itself too. You can't contend with the reality that you are manufactured. Your whiteness, your privilege is manufactured. You're a caste system. Frontline soldiers, sandbags, willing sheepdogs. If you read my book, I tell you to research Bacon's Rebellion. And no, I'm not doing research and citing shit for this episode. I've done the work repetitively. And the research, again, is in my book. Go buy it. Go read it. Go rage at it, throw it away, rip it up. I don't care. At least feel something that lets you know at least you're still human. But if you're an otherworldly, demonic changeling, if you're empire, if you wear a white face but bleed green, then that don't apply to you. Go read my book. That's all I'm gonna say. I ain't got time. I ain't gonna turn this into anything else. I don't went sideways. I just have to move where the spirit leads me. That's all that I can say. Because initially I was just gonna screen record, and then the next thing I know I'm talking, and the next thing I know I'm on a voice note, and now I gotta go do a whole new screenshot where you get to hear my voice again. So this is gonna be the introduction and the ending, because it's just gonna end on that. I'm not gonna come back and do no call to action. I'm not going to come back and, excuse me, I ain't even finna edit this. Yes, I just burped. Ron Unfiltered. I am the unrealized version of a Black woman Howard Stern. Really? I'm too conscious. All you people who told me you too deep. You deep. It ain't that deep. Everything ain't that deep. Why you always gotta, they ain't got time. They ain't got time for deepness. They ain't got time for conversation. They ain't got time for deep thoughts, critical thoughts. They ain't got time to read books. They ain't got time. They ain't got time. They got time to be entertained, though. They got time to dance. They got time to twerk. What's that? What's that new video out there about that girl Pluto or whatever they calling her? And she out there looking like a 14-year-old girl. From what little bit I saw, because that was just how fast I cut that shit off. Um, of just young girls talking about shake something. He want to spend something. You know, my God, how can you not see the indoctrination of your own people? I just, it's like they cloned Tyrone and still, this is what it looks like. That video, Sexy Red, all that shit. That's what it looks like. A whole fucking they cloned Tyrone. And in essence, that's exactly what it means. Everything from the hair products, everything from the chicken to the food to the steroids they put in it to, now our girls having periods at 7 and 8 years old. And y'all call that shit normal. Y'all call that shit normal. The pharmaceutical industry is normal. Oh, this shit is normal. That's life. That's life. Man, that's the life you want. That's the life you want. We create our realities. What we perceive to be is what, we create. Manifest destiny, right? But not in empire sense. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. And if you read a book, you would know what I mean. Go read my book, Digital Disobedience. A very small price to pay for some critical streams of consciousness that could save your child's life, that could save your mama's life, your daddy's life. Hell, a king locked behind bars life, somebody life. Hell, that's the purpose. You ain't got to read it then. Oh, I don't read books. I don't want to purchase something I'm not going to use. I'm not a reader. I don't read books. Then motherfucker, tell somebody about it then. You know a reader in your life. And if you don't, damn, I forget. Birds of a feather flock together because readers know readers, damn it. And if you are a reader of books, then tell somebody about the book. Share the book, please. I wrote it for not only you all, not only for my kids, but for every fucking body who comes in contact with my voice, with my work, with my words. I wrote it for you. I wrote it for you. I didn't write it for me. I didn't write it for a check. I ain't made no money. Hell, I got family ain't even supported this goddamn project. That's sad as fuck. That lets you know the state of our world, the state of the Black family, the state of our community. After school today, picking up my daughters, seeing my ratings, I did a little social experiment. And all the Black teachers, because this is a Black school, they passing by. I'm telling them, hey, you want to do me a favor? I'm telling them, hey, you know what? This is how you can help me. You can help, simply go research my book. Just type it in Google, please. Your click will help me in the algorithm. We'll see movement. It's going to trigger movement. I could use some extra movement today. So your girl was out here hawking for some damn clicks today. Like, hey, type in digital disobedience and Black Mama. No, not Black. BLAKKMOMBA. No, not Kobe. Ain't got nothing to do with Kobe. And that ain't how you spell Black Mamba. No. If you want to know about the name Black Mamba and how it came about, then hell, go listen to my first episode. Let me reintroduce myself. I'm not getting into that. Everybody who know me know how Black Mamba came about. And can hear the story too. But it ain't got nothing to do with Kobe. No. Just do that for me, please. I had motherfuckers just, oh, okay, and just walk by. They had their cell phones in their hand. That's why I asked them. Because everywhere I fucking go, taking my kids, dropping them off, and picking them up, all I see is teachers with their phone in their hand, with their head down. So why the fuck not? Hell, You ain't watching shit. What you out here for? You looking at content on your phone. You can't function. The shit surgically attached to your hand. Hell, you leave that bitch at home, you gonna think you left your baby in a hot car in the back seat. How fast your ass get back there to go grab it and get it? They done made you feel like you have to be constantly connected. To what? To who? What emergency can happen that what can you do about it in a moment other than show up with your presence? They make you feel like if this phone is not with you, that your life could end today. Somebody's life could end today and you won't know it. And it's all because I didn't have my phone. Or, hey, you got to have a cell phone these days. You know what I mean? You might get lost. Somebody might try to traffic you, kidnap you. You got to have your phone. You might get a flat tire. I mean, damn, what did people do before cell phones? I fucking wonder. And I can understand times have changed and we are in the age of machines, goddammit. But hell, if I go to the grocery store and leave my fucking phone behind, I'm not turning around to go get my fucking phone. Okay? For one, I'm a single mama. That's gas. That phone just don't have to wait. Everybody I love is either with me or at home, and I'm trusting that they're covered until I get back. I'm not finna sit here and agonize about what FOMO of not having my phone. They got y'all so brainwashed. But I digress again, Lord. Just let me get off of here. Just let me get off of here. Yeah, I get to get a peek into my mind palace crazy. And I did this for approximately 43 minutes, apparently. And I just did not know. That's how fast time go. It's a construct, I know. Yeah, it's a construct. If you cannot see the days moving by fast, what are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know what's happening to time right now. And it has nothing to do with me getting older. Nothing to do with me getting older. The day is literally over as soon as I open my eyes. I feel time speeding. I'm just going to have to be crazy on that. I ain't even finna go deep into that. How I feel, I don't know how to tell y'all how I'm feeling time right now. Not in a way that people will believe because, hell, y'all been taught that everything is fantasy, everything is science fiction. Hollywood done made you clap for the shit that they done predicted and shown you. I mean, damn. We are the biggest psychological / social experiment in history. Fucking rats in a fucking maze, calling it life. Mm, mm, mm. My babies will never see the 80s childhood. My babies will never know what it's like, that kind of childhood, that kind of freedom to just be a kid. They can no longer be kids anymore. That's the tragedy. That's what Empire has stolen from me and mine. Their childhood. Generation Alpha's childhood. They have stolen it from my children. And that should be a topic for another time. But I have written about it in my new book, Coded for Extinction. And I'm hoping to have that dropped by Thanksgiving. That's my goal. I'm nearly there. It's a living book. It's written in real time. A lot of it is real time thoughts. Some of them are talk to text. There's poetry. There is so much packed into this book. And I'm telling you now, it's 200 pages. Oops, I'm sorry. 200,000 pages. Don't ask me how that happened. 50,000 of them will include the book within the book, basically. which is the shot heard around the world, which was my autopsy of empire, a dissection of the Charlie Kirk assassination, that will live inside the book. And that in itself is 50,000 words alone. And if you follow my Substack, then you got a preview of that over there, the shot heard around the world. There is a preview with not several, maybe like three or four different sections of that book that I shared with you all. But that will live inside Coded for Extinction. It will be an audiobook as well. This will be my first audiobook project for myself. I've done it for others. Shout out to Victor M. Cunningham. He just dropped another book. I guess it'll be here tomorrow. I'll be recording another book, and I'm excited about that. I need to figure out what that book is, and my laptop is away, but I'll make sure to put it in the show notes. I think it's No More Kings. I forgot what he said, but I thank him so much. He called me today, and I don't think y'all understand what impact means. I think we look at it, we try to measure it and quantify it, and it can't. It can't. Impact to me means what happens after you drop a stone into a water. After it makes impact, what happens? It's the ripples. It's the ripple effects. It's how small they start out and how much bigger and wider they get. And to me, it's like a net as well. You drag a drag net. You're going to get junk. You're going to get all kind of shit in that net that you don't need. Majority of it is. But in there is a few gems. And that's what I do. And that brings it back to connection. A drag net out there. A drag net. Connect with people, and you will find some gems. But I didn't find Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor found me. And he has a podcast episode with me that will be coming up for the King Sunshine season. I guess I do need to mention that as well. Because the screenshot and conversation that you will hear is like 10 minutes only. So, if you're wondering how much more you got to listen to me drone on. But yeah, he found me. And it was divine timing. And I got to narrate Morning Mo to Go for him. And he offered me to narrate his follow-up book, Morning Mo to Go Refill Edition. And not only that, he also gave me the honor and privilege of writing his preface for his book. I've only ever had one truly published work in my life, and that was in high school, and a poetry book that everybody could pay for and send, and they'll put your poem in a book with others. I thought that was the nicest and coolest thing back then. As a teenager, I don't even know what happened to that poetry book and what I submitted. Where is that book? I gotta find that. Note to Tanya. Look into that. That would be so cool to find something I wrote. What a time capsule. But yeah, what was I saying? I forget myself. Don't mind me. It's my brain and how it works because of pain. I can forget conversations as I am having them. But yes, I was talking about Mr. Victor. He allowed me to write the preface, and it was really my first published, contribution to someone else's work, a real author. And I told him he don't know how much he inspired me to write my own book. It's something I've always talked about, wanted to do, talked about. I even had my first book idea. My first book was not Digital Disobedience. It was never meant to be. I had a specific first book in mind. In my heart of all hearts, I had a book And Brandon Moore, who also has a conversation coming up on the Kings Unchained, and that's what I was talking about. I told him about the concept. He's the only one. Very few people in my life know the concept for this book. And I told him about it. And I told him, you know, that I wanted collaboration with him on that project. And next thing I know, I'm writing something I never meant to write, but I was always meant to write, if that makes sense. Digital Disobedience is my debut book. Coded for Extinction is the companion follow-up book in a massive way. And I attribute that to a lot of that to Mr. Victor. It shifted me out of gear and gave me the confidence that I can do this. Just like he gave me the confidence in my first narration job. It was divine timing, our interaction, and him connecting with me. I was exactly what he wanted. And we've been rocking ever since. And he has another book out. And he called today and told me that I inspired him, that this book is left field of his normal writing style. After listening to a soliloquy from me, a sample of my book that I read to him, and it inspired him so much to join the resistance, as he said. So he wanted to call and tell me how proud he was to join the resistance. I got my first official digital resistance. He actively said, I am here to join the resistance. I've officially joined the resistance, is what he said to me. And I don't think y'all know, as a writer, as a creator who shows up as themselves to be seen by somebody you've never seen, we've had video chat conversations and stuff. And we've developed such an amazing relationship. Every time we talk, we might spend an hour, at least an hour on the phone. He's another person that lives beneath the surface of life and survives in the deep end. And that's what I love. Every time I know I talk to Mr. Victor, it's going to be a substantial conversation, an impactful conversation, a necessary conversation. There is no point in our time that we connect where we are not building not only each other up, but just, building ideas, talking about life, philosophy, just the world. It's a great exchange of energy. I have that all day today. I am blessed. If I can say that and close on that, I will. Before I do, Kings Unchained will be back as soon as I get done with the spirit-led work. I haven't forgot about you fellas. Andy, running for Attorney General out there in Illinois. I haven't forgot about you. Chris, your conversation, talking about the criminal justice system. I haven't forgot about you, brother. Brandon, I haven't forgot about you. Mr. Victor, I haven't forgot about you. Demario, I haven't forgot about you. There are so many of you that have recorded with me or are waiting to record with me. And I got you. I just need you to understand that right now, your messages is not going to be heard. Okay. Although they are important conversations, I want to make sure I deliver them during a time that they will be impactful. Because right now, the algorithms are deciding what's trending. SNAP, food stamps, New World Order, authoritarianism, dictatorship, all these things that are leading to a system collapse of our world. And right now, my spirit has redirected me to an assignment, and that takes precedent. Okay? But I promise you, they'll be released somehow. And if not by me, then by my next generation, they'll get it out there to you. Okay? And I appreciate y'all. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for sending me the pictures of y'all wearing my shirt. Thank y'all for having these impactful and important conversations with me. Okay? I really do believe that these are healing conversations for our brothers and sisters and they need to be heard, but I want to make sure that they get heard. You know what I mean? There's so much noise out there right now. I don't want to, not that you are noise, but that's how it's going to be considered. It's going to take backseat to everything else, and y'all deserve to have the spotlight. And I hope you can understand that. But with that said, I got to finish my book, and I will. I'll let y'all know. Stay tuned. I'm going to be going live, doing a live reading here real soon. Stay tuned. I'm going to announce that on Facebook, and it may just be with a collaboration with the Tunnel Stream team, the hottest underground radio station in the land, online, on iHeart, on Spotify, anywhere else you want to go find dope people just as authentic as me, somebody else, him and his wife, Jay Grands, and look, we in the tunnel, look, well, and amazing, beautiful, dope people. And those are the type of people who gets my support, my collaborations, my love, my money. I mean, is when you show up like you are as yourself, you're pushing your pain into purpose, you're doing things for your community, for your fellow man, people who are of like mind. They are hip hop heads. They are music lovers. They support artists and creators. They're a real online radio station that wants underground artists to be seen and heard. They will support you, spin your music on their 365, 24/7 radio station, where you can also get airtime on their playlist and get paid for those spins. They are truly about the artist, and I can't do nothing but support organic, authentic humans, dope souls, as I love to call them. And I do. And since this is my show, y'all done forgot all about my pop-up shop and my designs. Y'all are more than welcome to hop on over there. I just did a sale here recently, an extinction, an extinction level sale I did on, and everything was 50% off. I mean, it got no better than that. And still, man, no love, no support. That's crazy. There's some dope designs over there, hoodies, dope t-shirts. Hell, I even got glasses, shot glasses, tumblers. Wow, throw blankets. Man, what else is over there? A flask. Like, come on. Who else got flasks out there? I'm thinking about delving into the custom. So that's something to think about. Go to the shop. If you see something you like and you want it custom, let me know. I'm willing to do that for you. Tell me what you have in mind and I'll make it happen. Go check out my designs on Printify. Black Mamba, once again, it's called the Black Mamba Effect. And I'll make sure the link is posted as well. I'm gonna let y'all go. I didn't know I sat here this long and did this, but I did. At least you got to see a peek into my podcast process and to my writing process, and just into me, into who I am. I hope so. Maybe you left here and feel like you know Black Mamba a little bit better. And with that said, I'm gonna introduce this conversation. Beautiful soul out of Africa, Mr. Bright. And yeah, this is our text thread from today and our voice notes back to each other. Be good, be safe, and stay healthy. And be sure to drink your water purified. I love you. Peace. All right. I'm just trying to get to the conversation that matters. What is he? And if, hey, maybe it'll do better if I just read them to you. Hey, Mama, I hope you're fine, doing great. I'm fascinated by your latest posts. Facebook wants you to keep memories so that a digital copy of your existence remains in their database. The more you post, they store this data in an archive. The goal is to use it to train their AI. Meta is shifting from just connecting family to building machines. With the heavy investment they are making towards I sense a shift in their services strategically. I felt goosebumps reading this, and I think I haven't seen anyone as smart as you are. Sorry to say. Sorry to say this, but it's true. Thank you for reading. And yes, you are right about it all. This is so deep and so layered. I am writing about it all, but yes, I am done with it all. I am going to download my information and delete everything soon. Yes, you can find me on LinkedIn. I shared my link. And I did. I deleted my personal account. I doubt it's gone though. Facebook did releases, and reneged on keeping an archive, so they say. And but I know they got it. Everything is forever. This, like I said, we don't know each other. This is an authentic interaction, someone in a different hemisphere. Okay? I connect with you on LinkedIn. I will check you out on Substack. I will try to host a program in the future where we can collaborate and share ideas with like minds. I will craft a post and share your platform when I'm free. Look at that. Look at that. I would love that. And like I tell everybody, connection is the lifeblood of community. Thank you for always supporting. Much love and gratitude. And I'm the typo queen. Don't be judging me. Even my talk to text don't want to follow suit. Be typoing me. Talk to text. Come on, people. Look, if I transcribe this and get the transcription from this voice note and this screenshot, I'm trying to tell you, it will have typos. Okay. All right. This is the part that I need to get to, and that's most important. This was today at 3 p.m. And today is what? October 28th, 2025. Good evening from here. It's 9 p.m. And I'm going to play his voice note.
Hello. Good evening, Mama. It's currently 9 p.m. my time, and I know it could be 3 p.m., 4 p.m. your time, depending on your time zone. So I don't know if you're in the CST or EST or PST time zone, although I know that you're not in the PST time zone. But hey, I wanted to discuss with you about a certain comment you made on my post. I promise that I will tell you about digital ID. So you talked about surveillance, and from my experience and research, the world economy is heading towards surveillance in the sense of digital ID. Digital ID is a means of control that will monitor our activities, everything we do, eat, speak, even how we sleep. The government will monitor every damn thing. And when you misbehave or when you break the rule, you will be punished immediately because you are being monitored. That's the hypothesis. And I see that happening. In the Bible, it was called the mark of the beast. So that's what the world is heading to. After artificial intelligence, the next target will be digital ID. This is very important for everyone to know. So I'm probably thinking of getting into a call with you so we can discuss this further. Currently, I've been busy going to some areas, I'm just getting into a consulting firm. So I'm learning about strategy, operations, people, finance, consulting, and I'm working with a startup at the moment. So I'm trying to equip myself in some other skills. And another thing is that I might be coming to the States next year if my plans work out well. So I don't know the particular state you reside in, but I pray that one day we get to meet each other.
Man, I do too. I do too. That would be epic. I responded, I'm currently writing another book coded for extinction, and I'm breaking down the surveillance state, social credit scores, all of that. I'm calling it the digital antichrist. I think this would make a great conversation for how we see surveillance happening in other countries. Africa messes with Israel heavy. They're using their surveillance technology in your country. Trump is trying to give ICE the Israeli surveillance software Pegasus, which will allow them to hijack your phone without a warrant. And then my location. So much is happening. I feel time running short, and I must document all I can. This experience, this knowledge. He responds by saying, makes sense. Why I see posts about us too much on the internet. What makes you think so? I understand, though, and that is in reference to my comment about time, where I tell him time is moving faster. We know it is a construct, that it moves differently depending on where you are in the universe. But do you not feel and see how fast the day is moving? I blink and the day is over. We will be in the year 2026 tomorrow, it feels like. He responds, the funny thing is that I feel it in my soul. Christ is coming. I'm going to fellowship tomorrow. Digital ID is the end. Where I tell him to pray for me, I will pray for you. I will always, I hold, God, no, I'm sorry. I will always hold God tight now. The world and its program are trying to trap people so they can go to hell. I tell him I believe it. It's the reaping. He says, it got me, but I'm breaking free. I must break free and serve God. I know I have a calling. I'm just not fulfilling it. The flesh is weak and overpowers me sometime. I see the world ending soon. I see days run faster. We don't have much time left. I tell him we serve the Creator through loving the Creator and loving the Creator's creations. Where he tells me, I have called people mom before, but I feel like you are one of the people who understands me more. I will use my potentials to better myself and serve God. There are certain truths I can't say in this platform. Maybe I will build mine and start creating there. People must hear about God. The Facebook owners don't serve the one true God. That's why they keep pushing negative hate. That's why they keep pushing negative and hate content to teens and young adults. The youth are the target. Tell your kids they are the price and the target. Most of our young people will be jailed so they don't fulfill their purpose in life. The young Black people need to pray always. And this is where I respond with my voice note. Let me explain that. Because although I am spiritual, I can't say that I study the Bible. I used to, and I used to go to church. But I don't no longer. That don't mean I don't believe what nuggets are true. My spirit tells me what's true. I've never needed a book to tell me about relationship with my spirit. And if my spirit is from the Creator and a piece of the Creator in me, then What else is there? We can believe everything else about an all-knowing, all-seeing, omnipresent God, but we can't believe that God is in us. And I say the creator now because I don't even feel comfortable calling God God. Because who told us? Empire told us about God. Okay? Colonizers told us about their God, their Jesus. Oops. I'm trying to keep the screen open. I apologize. If I do, it'll shut the screenshot down. Okay? Their Jesus is not our Jesus. And that's the first thing Black people and African people need to do is decolonize their mind and understand that everything they've been taught in that Bible and been told is been used for a system of oppression and suppression, for forced economic disparity in your country, to justify raping your land, your resources. They're raping the motherland, the mother, the womb of the world, raping her for resources, coltan, fucking lithium, Mali, Congo, everything. Come on now, with technology, everything that we know, you mean to tell me we still got third world countries? No, that's on purpose. Let me pause right there because I already see it happening. The devil is a lie. Let me put my phone on silent real quick. Let me put my focus on do not disturb. Okay. Always display is on. Okay. Let's get back to it. All right. Encourage you to look up how the UN classifies a country and how what a country must do to get out of classification as third world, first world. You know what I'm saying? It is so deep, and so messed up. Bangladesh is a perfect example of that. We don't realize what it takes to build a country, just infrastructure. Look at America, the richest country, they say, in the world, and our infrastructure here sucks. Our roads, our everything. You see, they're not investing in our country. This is the program. This is why people are sleeping. I don't understand why they can't see what we see. But it brings to mind Jesus's testimony about his crucifixion. I can see how he begged his father not to kill these people, that they were blind, that they were basically possessed. So how can you blame someone for something they can't really get rid of? They were asleep. The devil had such a hold on them. There was no way for them to wake up. Their programming was so deep. Jesus begged him, like, it's not their fault. I'll take this ill. I will die. I will die a painful, torturous death that nobody can even imagine. I talk about it in my book. And I wrote about it too, about how it's titled "They Forced a Birth and Nearly Killed Me," and it's about Black maternal health care, women and pregnancy, and the pain that I felt, and how it felt like torture. But then I had the benefit of modern medicine to help me at the moment. Whereas Jesus had to live with the torture for days and nights. I cannot even imagine. Who could dream up such a thing? And they say this was 6,000 years ago. But how relevant? If anything, can't nobody tell me that the Bible is not a living, breathing document because there's so many gems in there, so many nuggets of wisdom. in truth that still applies today. How is that possible? How is that possible? So, yes, I believe there are hidden truths in the Bible. I believe there are hidden truths in the Quran. I feel like there are hidden truths in whatever Buddhism study. There are hidden truths everywhere because we've all been colonized and fed religion in some form or fashion. And on every timeline, God has been used as a reason to kill, to murder, to rape, to loot, to destroy, all in their God's name. So if we know this, we have to know that the Bible is also not all true. We have to understand that I have a programming as well when it comes to Jesus and God and who we know them to be. If you're not aware, research the slave Bible. This is what they did to us, your people. Africa has forgotten us. They don't look at us. We don't belong to y'all. And that's a stain on Africa. Didn't nobody come get us. Didn't nobody try to come free us. We were given away too and brought over here to this country. We have no homeland, Bright. We are the lost people. The Black people of America are the lost people, boo. Believe that. We have no home. America is not our home. Africa is not our home. There is nowhere in the world that a Black person can go and not be hated. They have cemented our reputation globally. They portray our image as animals, as thugs, as violent, as whorish women, gold digging women, the caricature of how they've labeled us, stereotyped us, and branded us. They just don't know how powerful Black America is. And it is my dream for one day for Africa to love me as much as I love them. Because our DNA, our souls remember home. Look how they've treated us. Chattel slavery, dude. They built an economy off our wombs, off the African womb. Mun. They built a country by breeding us like we were in a puppy mill. Our vaginas was the economy. Our vaginas built America. That's why Malcolm X can say that a Black woman is the most hated woman in America. We're dangerous. We have the ability to pour life, bring life. We breathe life into dead things. We move mountains. Were we not once warriors? Were we not once generals? Did we not once go to war? In America, they tell women that they need diversity, equity, and inclusion to be able to go to war and fight for their country. Oh, don't get me to preaching. Don't get me to preaching. Lord Jesus, this is what happens to me. This is why I need to get back on my microphones. I love you. Please be good, be safe, stay healthy. Stay healthy. Stay safe. Oh, it's over. Okay. And I responded as well. You are right and don't know how true that is. And this is nothing but divine timing. Listen to me. I have written about everything we have discussed already, everything but digital ID, particularly. But in essence, it is covered in my chapter on the surveillance state, where I break down Plantier and flock safety, the CIA, America's surveillance departments. I talk about the kids. I talk about Africa, Asia, Latin America. I've talked about it all. I left no stone unturned. I even talked about the Dogon. And then I sent him a picture where in this screenshot, and this was like from a week or so ago, I think, the word count and the page count of Coded for Extinction, which I gave you context to in earlier. And I told him I'm almost at 200,000 words, and that's currently today. I'm actually I got it open up right now. And yeah, I'm at 199,408 words. So, but I'm hoping I'm done with the book. So I almost hit the 200 page mark, at least in Word document. I told him I'm almost at 200,000 words currently. This was from a few weeks ago. I have been going through a spiritual awakening. And he responded to my audio. We have been programmed from birth not to maximize our potential on earth. That the Africans don't hate you all. Just like you said, I see some Black Americans mock us, and I see your like stand and support us. We are together in this hassle. We love our own, even in Africa. The big dogs have made sure that we are not united in any way. In the same struggle, we are united and we are one. I share your pain. We lost you guys to slavery. You are not forgotten. You guys survived. And it is a testament that we are God's people. I haven't heard his voice note yet, as you can see, but I'm about to play it now.
From your statement and speech, I can feel the pain, the agony, the humiliation, and your tenacity. By your voice, I could tell that our ancestors really suffered in the slave trade. We lost our kin, we lost some of us, and some of us that we are part of the slave trade, some of us that we are victims during the slave trade are still part of us. We lost you guys, but it's forever in our hearts. Like I can tell you that we are together and I love you too. You keep being good and we keep staying in touch. Because I want to come to the United States next year for a program. I might be going back after 2 weeks. That's if my visa gets approved. And I'll set up a live section on Facebook one of these days so we can talk and enlighten people. I feel like people need to hear our voices. Our voices shouldn't be suppressed. Even if Meta doesn't allow us to achieve this, we can build our own platform. And I'm ready to pour in any liquidity to make sure this happens by God's grace through Christ Jesus.
I'm going to respond. And for the sake of this recording, before I end it, I responded, I love you. Connection is so important, especially as we've become so divided. And now call connection Facebook. This is the power of connection. You, me, us. Where two or three agree, we can move mountains and we can destroy the illusion. We have no more time. This is it. We will collab. It will happen in divine timing, just like this interaction today. The universe has been speaking to me all day through people I met, random souls, white ones. One even requested a hug from me today because she said my energy was so yellow, so bright. All she could see was sunflowers when she looked at me. We need to redefine connection, what it means, what it looks like online, because this is where people work, play, live out their entire lives, not realizing it's being curated. Legacy is a joke on Facebook. Next thing you know, for a subscription price of who knows what, you can download your dead loved one's avatar and connect with them in virtual reality headsets. There is no such thing as science fiction. Be good. Be safe. We will connect again soon. And with that said, kings and queens, I'm going to end it here. I'm going to continue this interaction, and I'm sure we will end it here as well. And I'm going to get back to the work. Get back to disruption, to doing what I do. Once again, my book is available on Amazon. My author name is TB, writing as Black Mamba. But if you just research digital disobedience and put Black Mamba in there, that would help me immensely. Just clicks, people clicking, researching, clicking a link or typing it in Google is enough to give people an algorithmic boost. Everything counts. That's a free way to support. Listen to the podcast, get caught up on episodes. Shout out to Brazil. I think I shouted you out, guys, last time, but thank you so much for being the 25th country to tap in to the episode. I definitely want to bring conversations that are important to Latin America. And that's coming soon. That's a big conversation. It's oversaturated right now, but you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get to the meat of it. I ain't gonna play no games. Not about immigration. Not about ICE. Not about nothing. Coded for Extinction is for Black and Brown. I discuss heavily throughout Coded for Extinction, Black and Brown resistance. Coded for Extinction, you definitely need to pick up Latin, Hispanic, Spanish, South American, whatever you like to identify as. Homage is being paid for you throughout this book as well. So be sure to be on the lookout for that drop. Tap in, support, share my work, write a review. Anything helps. Donate to my GoFundMe. That's also available to you in the show notes as well. And fill it out thoroughly, please. That goes on my website, and I try to have it look as nice as possible and give you autonomy in choosing what information goes there. So make sure you fill it out with what you wanted to say, with the picture you want to have, and your bio that you like to create. And also, like I said, it's there. Fill it out. Check out episodes. Check out the reviews. Check out my blogs. Like I said, I'm over on Substack now, primarily for my long-form content and writing. I drop notes over there, which is like posts for Facebook, short-form notes of substance. If you are a reader and you want to connect with critical thinkers and streams of consciousness from real people who love to write, then head over there. You will find more substance than you ever will on Facebook. Facebook is good for connection if you know how to connect, not in the way that they're teaching us and have taught us to connect. Not doing the digital monkey work for them, but real connection, like what I just shared and experienced today. That's what it looks like. That's what building looks like. Get out there, connect with your people, find your tribe, collab on content, on reels, on lives, whatever it is, your passion, your mission, get out there and make it happen with your people. They're there if you know where to look. And if you know how to be yourself. Above all, just show love. Be love. And I'm going to end it here. Once again, be good, be safe, stay healthy, and drink your water purified. Water is life, literally, philosophically, figuratively, and biblically. Peace.